First pitch moments away. And our pitcher in this game, Babe Ruth. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
And a foul ball.
First pitch, 12:05.
And that is out of play. Got him looking. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3. Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. First pitch misses. Ruth, a former MVP, he features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a two-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Next pitch is outside. One out, bases empty. Line drive, caught.
Batting third, the right.
Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It's a bomb. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
They wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
And the batter now, Todd Helton. And that one just missed off the outside edge. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now. And we're back. And today's starter, Austin Gomber.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Bottom of the first, here's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
You know, you hear about a lot of guys who are 2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson, a 4 sports star. He was a Division I standout in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
The 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. And I think we can all be thankful that Jackie chose to pursue baseball. As great a football or basketball player as he might have been, it couldn't have matched his achievements on the diamond. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly along.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. And we're level. It's 1-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And up next for San Francisco, Hank Aaron. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hank needs just one more homer to pass Henry Aaron on the all-time list. That one's in there. And the count 1-1.
Incredible to think that 755 could have been passed once, let alone multiple times. What a remarkable career he's put together.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the third out of the inning. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. All even. And welcome back to the ballpark. There's Ryan McMahon now. Ruth back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Fouled off. He was late.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And a curve is down and in.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And now, Sam Hilliard. Swings through that one for strike one. Hilliard getting to start in left, 31 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Swung on, belted. Hank ranging back. Got it. Bangs against the wall, but holds on. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Pitch misses there, and that is ball one. And that's downstairs and outside. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here at the top of the second. Fastball for a strike. Next pitch in for a strike, and now 2-2. That's to third. In time to Gehrig, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a... We head to the bottom of the second, and digging in for San Francisco, Lou Gehrig. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Mickey Mantle, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Hit on the ground softly to short. Tovar on the run, sends it over to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. 1 gone, runner at first. Willie Mays digging in now. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
The next offering misses. And the count even 1-1.
You can talk metrics and all that stuff, but no matter what, I think Willie Mays is the greatest defensive center fielder the game's ever seen. And just to touch on Mays' defensive ability, there isn't a ball he couldn't get to or a throw he couldn't make. He was an artist out there in the outfield.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Base hit. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Mantle on third. Mays at second with 1 away. Into center. And it falls.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hauls it in for the out. Throw not in time at second to double him off. Great hustle to get back. Jackie Robinson, the next Giant to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Fouled off down the right side. All loaded up. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back at Hilldale Park. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Drew Romo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right side, Robinson. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Tovar, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one hit to right. Aaron moves towards it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back now from Hilldale Park. Here's a big power threat. Chipper Jones. That one inside. Ball 1. That one
Inside,
missed.
ball 2.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch
Ball
selection
3.
to go with.
Outside low, and that's ball 3.
1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hilliard hauls it in, and there's one away. So digging in, Hank Aaron struck out swinging his first time. That one fouled off. One of the amazing things about Hank Aaron is the consistency he had over the course of his career.
In terms of that consistency, making an all-star game in 21 straight seasons is a pretty good indicator of what a steady player Hank was.
Next one misses, and it's 1-2.
There were no bad seasons for Hammer and Hank. There were hardly even any bad days.
Swing and a ground ball. Estrada slings to first in time. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Babe Ruth. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. A little out front there as he swings through it.
These hitters have been
0-1's the
very
count.
aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Here's the 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. And we're back. Start of the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Al Kaline. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Helton in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Jones snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that'll do it.
Pitching for
Welcome back,
Colorado.
and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Herman Marquez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Garrett swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Goes without saying, one of the biggest legends of the game here in Gehrig, probably the greatest first baseman of all time.
In 1929, Gehrig slashed 300, 431, 584. Not too bad, right? Well, that was maybe the worst season of his career. Tells you about what kind of player he was.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Mantle up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
2 balls, no
In the
strikes.
dirt. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. And another ball. Garrett on at first. Nobody out. There's a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Line to right, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
When you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Mays swings through it for strike 1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Now he breaks his bat. Helton makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Mike Piazza, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2. We go to the top of the 5th. Thairo Estrada to the plate. Ruth back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Estrada measures 5 feet 10 inches, 185 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering in there for Estrada. And that is strike 2. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Hilliard batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Up the middle, Ripken. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mays has it sized up. And that is that. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Antonio Senzatella.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Chop to third, but it kicks foul. 0-1. And fouled off. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. And we're starting over. It's 2-2.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Next to hit, Jackie Robinson. Swing and a pop-up.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. That pitch got way in on him, and he couldn't do much with it, but good hustle to get up the line and turn that into an infield single. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Swing and a foul out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch
One
misses.
ball, 2
It's a ball and 2 strikes.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. A chance now to take the
Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. They're waving Chipper home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 4-2.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big time swinging.
Lucas Gilbert on the pitch out of the pen here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Ruth stands in now and watches strike 1.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And it's even up. On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1 out. Back to first, and that is a double play.
The first baseman,
For me, that's one of the
6.
toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Justin Lawrence up and loosening in the pen. Bodnick getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Strikes.
Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So they get. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Shota
Number
Imanaga.
18, Shota Imanaga.
Fought off foul. Late swing fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one is gone. A massive home run. It's 4-3.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Tovar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Jones makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
On its way to the corner, and a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Todd Helton digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 2 in this one. That clips a corner.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. But the Rockies do get one back via the solo homer.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Bradley Blaylock. Here's the left fielder, Mickey Mantle. 1 for 2. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
In the air, left field. Hilliard makes a move on it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And up next for the Giants, Willie Mays. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they add to their lead. It's 5-3.
A fastball might be the most satisfying pitch to hit a home run, and he did it with the pitch outside the zone. Impressive.
Mike Piazza will hit next. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Piazza out in the play. And up next for San Francisco, Cal Ripken Jr. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
And misses inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there, and as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Liner, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Now a chance for Jackie Robinson. 1 for 3. In the air out towards right center. K-line sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that is that. When the Giants go deep, it's back now top 7, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to lead it off. Matt Holliday.
And what a great guy to be able to turn to off the bench, huh?
Foul ball there. On the ground out to short. Cal gets it over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Shota ready to fire now. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. There's the strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Rockies trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's 2 down. Next to hit for the Rockies, Sam Hilliard. That one pushed to the left and foul. This one in the air center field. Willie Mays makes the play. Nothing doing here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Victor Vodnik.
Now pitching.
He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 38.
Now into the game, Adael Amador. He's the new third baseman. Chipper Jones now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Base. Number 1.
Up and in, 1-0. The Rockies have some
Amador.
action in the pen. Justin Lawrence getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Next offering is in for a strike. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they add a run. It's 6-3.
But a guy's got a real hard fast. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Way inside.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
One down, base is empty.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is
The first
empty.
baseman, number
And
6.
digging in for San Francisco, Lou Gehrig. And first offering is fouled off. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
No
That is
balls,
strike
2
2.
strikes.
swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead. Back at Dennis Eckersley taking over on the mound.
Now pitching for the Giants, number 43, Dennis Eckersley.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a slider misses down and away. Ground ball up the middle. In time to Gehrig. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. Drew Romo, the next to hit. And there's a strike. Eckersley, a 6'2" righty, more than 100 career wins on the mound. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's gone. He sends it out of here. It's 6-4.
Just relentless. This team will not quit.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Nolan Jones. First offering, and it just misses. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the eighth. Line drive, base hit. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Tag down. Piazza with a great throw.
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by 2 runs. Tying runs at the plate. Your run is so important. You have to be smarter than that. They can't be playing around in this situation. Trust the guy at the plate with 1 swing to tie it up. That right there.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Nolan Jones into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Mays. He's already homered in this game. That one down the line. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they come away without an out. Man at first, and here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Scott Alexander, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Kinley also getting ready. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Mays around second. In there safely.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ripken now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Jackie Robinson digs in now. That one the other way, and out number one on the grab.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Down the line. And that will drop foul. Traffic on the bases with one already in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. They're waving Piazza home. He'll score easily. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's
new pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Scott Alexander.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
Hank, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Ripken, the runner at third. Jones over at second with one down. Way out front for strike two.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just got to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, one out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 4. Top 9, and it'll get started with a pinch hitter, Chris Bryant.
And they've got a lot of work to do, but it's going to have to start with him at the plate.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Hal Newhouser.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Popped up. Robinson pulls it down, and there's one down. But Black bringing on a pinch hitter, Sean Bouchard, looking to start something with one gone. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. The Giants leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. In the air, right field. Aaron moves towards it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Adael Amador.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
First pitch misses.
Count 1-0.
Just missed. There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Newhouser is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball.